I slammed the truck door so hard the dust cloud exploded like a grenade. And there she was, Karen, queen of the cul-de-sac, red-faced and screeching at me like I just murdered her Prius. "You squatter trash. Get off my property before I call the cops, and have you hauled away in cuffs." Her voice cracked the afternoon quiet, neighbors peeking from behind lace curtains in our gated Texas enclave. But here's the kicker. I'd bought this whole damn ranch development 5 years ago, sight unseen, and turned it into the HOA's worst nightmare. Freedom disguised as luxury living. I'd inherited the family spread after Dad's heart attack, a sprawling 500 acres of rolling hills and wild mesquite just outside Austin, where the city sprawl met real cowboy country. Back then, it was raw land, but developers swooped in, slapped up McMansions with fake rock facades, and formed the Highland Oaks HOA to keep everything tasteful. I could have bulldozed it all, but nah, I went undercover. Posed as Jake Harlan, the quiet handyman fixing fences and mowing lawns, letting the Karens run their little fiefdom with covenants thicker than a Bible. Rules on mailbox colors, no visible grills, fines for untrimmed hedges. I paid dues anonymously through a shell LLC, watched from the shadows as they nitpicked lives into submission. Why? Revenge, pure and simple. My ex, Lisa, had ditched me for some suit in the neighborhood, then joined the HOA board to start fresh. She married the guy, moved into a beige box 2 doors down, and forgot I even existed. Until Karen showed up. It started small. Karen, blonde bob, athleisure armor, always with that whistle around her neck like she was refereeing the apocalypse, had been on my case for months. My unkempt truck in the driveway, a '78 Ford with character, the solar panels I snuck onto the ranch house roof, unsightly clutter, the chickens I let roam the back acre, health code violation. But that Tuesday, she crossed the line. I just finished hauling hay bales for the community barn, my volunteer gig, when she stormed up, flanked by her minions. Nosy retirees and a yoga mom live streaming the whole thing on her phone. "This is at Harlan. You're trespassing on HOA property. That barn's for events only, not your hillbilly hoedown supplies." Spit flew from her lips, her acrylics jabbing at my chest. The camera caught every second, hashtags flying. HO Warrior, no trespassing. I should have laughed, but the betrayal burned fresh. Lisa's ghost in every accusation, her old complaints about my redneck ways, echoing through Karen's venom. "Ma'am," I drawled, voice low like thunder rolling in. "You sure you want to do this?" She doubled down, dialing 911 right there, narrating for the TikTok crowd. "See, folks? This is what happens when we let riffraff in. He's ruining our property values." Gasped from the gathered crowd. One neighbor, old Mr. Ruiz, muttered, "Ease up, Karen. Jake's good people." But she snarled, "Stay out of it, Pedro. Your yard's next on my list." The operator picked up. She ranted about armed intruder, turning my toolbox into a threat. Cops rolled up, lights flashing, and that's when the controversy ignited. Body cams rolling, I handed over my ID. Fake Jake Harlan flipped to real. Jackson Harlan III, landowner of record, silent majority owner of Highland Oaks LLC. The officer's eyes widened. "Sir, you're the boss." Karen's face drained to ghost white as the truth hit like a branding iron. Whispers turned to murmurs, then outright jeers. "You own it all." Yoga Mom gasped, her phone shaking. I nodded, slow and deliberate. "Every blade of grass, every shingle. And I've got the bylaws memorized, Karen. The ones you twisted to fine folks like Ruiz for his Virgin Mary statue. Cultural insensitivity, you called it. Or how you ban kids' bikes on sidewalks for safety, but let your golden retriever crap everywhere without a leash." The crowd swelled, phones out, live feeds exploding. Karen Exposed trended by dinner, clips going viral. Her meltdown, my calm reveal. Backlash hit like a stampede. Petitions to dissolve the board. Lawsuits from fined families. Even the local news van screeching up at dusk. Lisa texted me, "WTF, Jack? You played us." I didn't reply. Let her stew. By week's end, Karen was dethroned. The board meeting was a circus. Residents chanting "Audit the Queen" as she sobbed about character assassination. Fines reversed, rules gutted. I stepped in as interim chair. No fanfare, just quiet reforms. Community gardens where her eyesores once stood, potlucks instead of covenants. She sold her house at a loss, tail between her legs, fleeing to some Florida condo where Karens roam free. Last I heard, she's hawking essential oils on Facebook, ranting about ungrateful peasants. Bitter? Hell yeah. But watching her empire crumble from my porch swing, beer in hand, chickens clucking free, that's sweeter than Texas barbecue. Revenge isn't loud. It's the slow burn that leaves M charred.